So, are the Astros closing in on Blake Snell? And today's Yankees lineup is out. Let's talk about both right now. Let's get into it. Gang, hope you're all doing well. Happy Saturday. So, hope you had a great week. So, the Astros are apparently trying hard to close a deal for starting pitcher and 2023 National League Cy Young Award winner, Blake Snell. Now, when we heard they were in hard on Josh Hader, not even 24 hours later, they had signed Josh Hader. We heard last night that they were in heavy on Blake Snell. So would I be surprised if they added Blake Snell? No. Now that we know that Jose Urquidy's down with an elbow problem, could be out for a while, they're probably going to look to replace him with a starter. And you have him, you got Jordan Montgomery, and so on and so forth. But the reigning Cy Young Award winner is probably, well, he's clearly number one on their list right now. So now that doesn't mean that they're actually going to do it, okay? But I know Yankee fans are in a state of panic right now. Not all the Yankee fans, but a lot of them are in a state of panic right now, saying we're doomed. They signed him, he just signed Hader, and so on. So that doesn't guarantee them a World Series. It doesn't. Does it make them better? Sure. But there's no guarantee in anything. They're going to need Justin Verlander to be healthy. They're going to need a lot of other guys to be healthy too. So, and there's no guarantee that they're going to keep Alex Bregman for the entire season either. They might move him. So it still remains to be seen. So, you know, it's an interesting, fluid situation. But the fact that Blake Snell is apparently of heavy interest to the Astros now have a need to add a starting pitcher, it looks like. I could see a deal happening in the next couple of days. So now, would it anger me if they did? Not really. I mean, I would be more disappointed in Blake Snell. He turned down 2 offers from the Yankees, right? And $25 million a year, and even $28 million a year. Do I think he's going to get more than that? Unlikely from the Astros, but you never know. You never know. But that said, when the info comes out, I will get it to you. So if for some reason you're not subbed to this channel, hit that sub button. Hit that notification button too. That way, when I go live to report stuff, you'll know exactly what I do. When I put out stuff as well, you'll know exactly when it comes out. So I want to make sure you don't miss anything. And I thank you for that. So we're going to try really hard to get to 30,000 subs this year. Your support's greatly, greatly appreciated. And but that's the key piece right now for the Astros. You know, they're still a perennial playoff team. They got to get through the world champion Texas Rangers, and you know, even the Seattle Mariners to a degree. Even the Mariners lost one of their starting pitchers to Tommy John. They're no, team to sniff at either. They made some acquisitions and they made some upgrades too. So it's going to be an interesting battle this year. AL West, and I think AL East is going to be the behemoth. The NL West is going to be behemoth. But after that, AL West is going to be competitive. Probably in that order: AL East, AL West, and then AL Central. And probably in the reverse order: NL West, NL Central, NL East. But I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. So, but let's get into the other nitty-gritty of the day. Today's Yankee lineup. Okay? We got DJ LeMahieu leading off. They're playing the Toronto Blue Jays, 1:05 p.m. at Tampa, at George Steinbrenner Field. So DJ LeMahieu is leading off. First base. Juan Soto's batting second at the 8 spot. Anthony Volpe's batting third at shortstop. Giancarlo Stanton's in right field at the cleanup spot. Ben Warpet's at the dish, batting fifth. Oscar Gonzalez, who threw 2 guys out 2 days ago at home plate. 2 guys out. Yes. He's showing that cannon of an arm he has. He's batting 6th in left field. Jahmai Jones batting 7th, second base. Greg Allen batting 8th at center field. And Jeter Downs batting 9th at third base. And on the hill, toeing the slab on the mound is Luis Hill. Okay, he was dominant the last time he pitched. Threw 8 strikeouts in 3 1/3 innings pitched, and he's shown the potential. This is one reason why some fans are excited about him. Think he could possibly be the closer too. He's touching 99, almost 100, almost regularity now. So, and now that Devin Williams has 2 stress fractures in his back, and a lot of Yankee fans were talking about acquiring Devin Williams or even Emmanuel Clase, which I don't think it will happen because the cost is going to be way too high for Clase. But maybe Hill can bring a similar value to Devin Williams. He's young. Controllable kid. Throws hard. He's got good control. He's got nasty off-speed stuff, too, to go with that fastball. So, I'm curious to see what he does on the mound today. Early in. I hope he builds off what Clark Schmidt did yesterday. Pitched well as well. So, kind of slowly putting these pieces together, even though we're still trying to figure out how to recover from the Garrett Cole injury, missing 10 to 12 weeks, and still the Yankees being in limbo as to whether they're going to add another starter or not. We don't know yet, okay? But we know where the rotation stands. Nestor Cortez has been pegged now to start the season opening day. Excuse me, against the Astros. And by then, maybe they'll have Blake Snell. Now, I mean, there was a chatter about him yesterday throwing 4 simulated innings or something like that, looking pretty good, but that doesn't necessarily make him ready for opening day. He's not going to have. He's only had 2 weeks to get ready, game ready. That's a risk you take one way or the other. And no matter who brings him in, that's a risk that team's going to take. So, but if the Astros get him, fine, let him get him. Is it going to bother me? No. He already said no to the Yankees twice. Deuces to him. Now, how about this date in Yankees history? Okay, March 16th, 2012. Andy Pettitte. Yes. He ends his retirement. He was retired for a year. He ends his retirement after 1 season in March, and he signs a minor league contract with the New York Yankees. And he wound up staying with the Yankees 2012 and 2013, right? 2012, he went 5-4 with a 2.87 ERA. In 2013, he was 40. 2013, he was 41. He went 11-3. No, excuse me, 11-11 with a 3.74 ERA. He ended his career with 256 wins and 153 losses. He is over 100 games over 500. To me, that's a borderline Hall of Fame career. So I'm surprised he's not getting more consideration for the Hall of Fame. That really surprised me. But he ended his retirement, signed the minor league deal with the Yankees, came back and brought 2 valuable seasons here for them. And now he's a mentor here. He's an instructor. He's doing a lot of things for the Yankees in spring training. His presence is nothing short of invaluable here for a lot of these young kids, these pitchers and veterans, and the chemistry that he brings. You can see the vibe is different. It's like a brotherhood here now. It's like a big, tight-knit family. Andy Pettitte's one of the ringleaders of that, and that's fantastic. That's the way it was when he was there with Jeter and Rivera and Posada and Tino and Bernie, like all those guys. Yeah. It's almost like the core 6. Forget core 4. Forget core 5. Core 6. So I like the fact that he's bringing that mojo here, and it's rubbing off on the Yankees here. So because the vibe in this team is different. Even though Cole is out, there seems to be a quiet confidence around this team saying, you know what? We're going to hold this thing together while Cole's out. And when he comes back, we're going to be that much stronger. And I hope they take that mindset to the season and play accordingly. I really, really do. But that's what I got for you right now. That's the lineup, this day in Yankees history, and Blake Snell, Astros, trying to get him. What are your thoughts on that? Let's get into it. Talk to y'all later.